Question 1. A startup wants to stream high-quality video content to a global audience. They need low latency, cost efficiency, and high availability. Which AWS service should they use? Options: A. Amazon CloudFront with S3 as the origin. B. Use an EC2 instance to host the videos. C. Store videos in EBS and stream via an application load balancer. D. Use Amazon RDS to store and serve video content. Correct answer: A. Amazon CloudFront with S3 as the origin. Explanation: CloudFront, CDN, caches content globally, reducing latency and offloading traffic from the origin, S3. S3 provides scalable, cost-effective storage. Why not other options? Option B, EC2 incurs higher costs and does not scale as efficiently as S3 plus CloudFront. Option C, EBS is for block storage, not optimized for streaming large video files. Option D, RDS is a database, not a media storage and streaming solution. Question 2. A company manages multiple AWS accounts using AWS organizations. They want a centralized way to provide secure access to employees across all accounts. Which AWS service should they use? Options: A. AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS SSO. B. IAM roles with cross-account access. C. AWS Direct Connect. D. AWS Cognito User Pools. Correct answer: A. AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS SSO. Explanation: AWS IAM Identity Center, SSO, allows centralized identity management and single sign-on across multiple AWS accounts. Why not other options? Option B, IAM roles provide cross-account access but require manual role switching. Option C, Direct Connect is for hybrid networking, not access management. Option D, Cognito is for customer authentication, not managing AWS user access. Question 3. A global e-commerce platform experiences high latency for users accessing from different regions. They need a low-latency, high-performance solution. Which AWS service should they use? Options: A. Amazon CloudFront with Global Accelerator. B. AWS Transit Gateway. C. VPC peering between all global regions. D. Route 53 with weighted routing. Correct answer: A. Amazon CloudFront with Global Accelerator. Explanation: CloudFront caches content at edge locations globally, reducing latency. AWS Global Accelerator improves network routing for dynamic content. Why not other options? Option B, Transit Gateway improves VPC connectivity, not global user experience. Option C, VPC peering does not reduce internet-based latency. Option D, Route 53 weighted routing directs traffic but does not cache content. Question 4. A company is deploying a machine learning model that requires scalability and low operational overhead. Which AWS service should they choose? Options: A. Amazon SageMaker Hosting. B. Deploy on EC2 instances with auto-scaling. C. Store the model in Amazon S3 and use AWS Lambda. D. Host on an Amazon RDS instance. Correct answer: A. Amazon SageMaker Hosting. Explanation: SageMaker Hosting provides managed model deployment, automatic scaling, and low operational overhead. Why not other options? Option B, EC2 requires manual scaling and increases complexity. Option C, Lambda is not ideal for large ML models requiring GPU acceleration. Option D, RDS is a database, not suitable for model hosting. Question 5. A company collects huge amounts of log data from multiple sources and needs a scalable, cost-effective solution to analyze logs in real time. Which AWS service is the best choice? Options: A. Amazon Kinesis data streams with Lambda. B. Store logs in Amazon RDS and run queries. C. Process logs using EC2 instances with cron jobs. D. Use AWS Glue to process logs in batch mode. Correct answer: A. Amazon Kinesis data streams with Lambda. Explanation: Kinesis data streams allow real-time data ingestion and processing. Lambda scales automatically for processing without infrastructure management. Why not other options? Option B: RDS is not designed for log analytics at scale. Option C: EC2-based processing is costly and does not scale automatically. Option D: AWS Glue is for batch processing, not real-time analysis. Question 6. A startup built a serverless API using AWS Lambda and API Gateway but is experiencing unexpectedly high costs. Which optimization strategy should they implement? Options: A. Use Lambda provisioned concurrency to optimize cold starts. B. Enable API Gateway caching and configure Lambda concurrency limits. C. Switch to an EC2 instance and use Nginx reverse proxy. D. Store API responses in Amazon S3 instead of Lambda. Correct answer: B. Enable API Gateway caching and configure Lambda concurrency limits. Explanation: API Gateway caching reduces unnecessary Lambda invocations, lowering costs. Concurrency limits help manage Lambda scalability costs. Why not other options? Option A: provisioned concurrency improves performance, not cost optimization. Option C: EC2 adds manual scaling overhead and higher costs. Option D: storing API responses in S3 is not ideal for dynamic responses. Question 7. A financial company uses Amazon RDS for MySQL to store customer transactions. They need a highly available solution with automatic failover and low maintenance overhead. Which setup should they choose? Options: A. Deploy RDS multi-AZ with read replicas. B. Use RDS read replicas in another region. C. Set up an EC2 instance with MySQL and enable replication. D. Use Amazon Aurora with global database. Correct answer: A. Deploy RDS multi-AZ with read replicas. Explanation: RDS multi-AZ provides automatic failover to a standby instance in case of failure. Read replicas can help offload read traffic but do not provide failover. Why not other options? Option B: cross-region read replicas improve performance, not failover. Option C: EC2 MySQL requires manual failover, increasing operational overhead. Option D: Aurora Global Database is ideal for multi-region, but RDS multi-AZ is simpler and cost-effective for a single region. Question 8. A company has multiple EC2 instances running in production. They need a cost-effective, automated backup solution. Which solution should they use? Options: A. Use AWS Backup to automate snapshots. B. Manually create EBS snapshots before deployments. C. Use S3 lifecycle policies to back up data. D. Replicate EBS volumes to another region manually. Correct answer: A. Use AWS Backup to automate snapshots. Explanation: AWS Backup automates backup scheduling, retention, and lifecycle management for EC2, RDS, EFS, and more. Why not other options? Option B: manual snapshots do not scale and require manual intervention. Option C: S3 lifecycle policies manage object storage, not EBS backups. Option D: manual replication is time-consuming and not automated. Question 9. A media streaming service faces frequent DDoS attacks affecting availability. Which AWS service provides the best protection? Options: A. AWS Shield Advanced. B. AWS WAF only. C. Route 53 with latency-based routing. D. CloudFront with default caching. Correct answer: A. AWS Shield Advanced. Explanation: AWS Shield Advanced provides real-time DDoS protection, automated attack detection, and mitigation. Why not other options? Option B: WAF helps against malicious requests, not high-volume DDoS. Option C: Route 53 latency routing helps performance, not DDoS mitigation. Option D: CloudFront helps distribute traffic but does not actively mitigate DDoS. Question 10. A company has multiple AWS accounts and wants to allow developers to access specific resources in another account securely. Which method should they use? Options: A. IAM roles with cross-account access. B. Create IAM users in each account. C. Use AWS Direct Connect. D. Share access keys manually. Correct answer: A. IAM roles with cross-account access. Explanation: IAM roles allow temporary access without needing to create IAM users in every account. Why not other options? Option B. IAM users in each account create management overhead. Option C. AWS Direct Connect is for networking, not access control. Option D. Sharing access keys is a security risk and violates AWS best practices.